Monica Crowley covers politics for Fox. You'll vote for Donald Trump over Hillary.
Hi, John. Yes, if Donald Trump is the nominee, absolutely I will vote for him.
And he doesn't really believe he could shoot someone and not lose voters.
No, and afterwards he said that was hyperbole. I was just making an example. But there's an important point to be made here, John. The presidency is a personification of how most of the American people want the country to act at home and abroad. So, every presidential election is a direct result of the presidency that came before it. So I think what you're seeing with Donald Trump is less about him, per se, and more about what he represents and his style. It's brash, it's flamboyant, it's tough, but it acts with strength and authority. And after 8 years of Barack Obama, who is largely perceived as being relatively weak at home and abroad, people want somebody who is going to lead and restore America. His slogan, "Make America Great Again," there's a reason why it has such great resonance.
Yes, we have the hats here, but I don't want to be led. We're not sheep. And this talk of strength frightens me. I mean, strength often means tyrants.
But don't you want a strong president who's going to lead the United States as the beacon of freedom in the world and to lead us at home?
Strong president. We're going to bully other people?
No.
We're going to put up tariffs so everything costs more?
No, but to stand up for American interests, which after 8 years of this president, people feel that American interests have been trampled.
Stand up for American interests?
Freedom, democracy in the world, oppress people like the Christians in the Middle East.
We're going to attack more
No, nobody is saying that. But when the United States is strong in real terms, John, and or perceived as strong around the world, we know what happens. We know that our adversaries, the bad guys around the world, take their foot off the brake, or they at least think twice before they act.
Or they get more mad and want to kill us even more.
That's generally not been the lesson of history. The lesson of history is that when the United States is weak or perceived as weak, the bad guys advance, the good guys retreat, and the wheels come off the world, and you have major cataclysms like World War I, World War II. The American people are not ready for the United States to be number 2 in the world or not even number 10. And that's where this president
Republican primary voters clearly are buying this, but odds are he's not going to become president. He's way behind in election betting odds when I look at it on my phone. Hillary's at 60-some%. Trump's down at 20%. She's going to be president because he turns people off.
That's the assumption that she is going to be the Democratic nominee, and she still has to clear the FBI primary, which is another whole issue. But look, assuming that that's
even
the race,
worrying about that, she's still way ahead of Trump because he's a bad bully.
That's a characterization that you will use, but there's a reason why he is winning. And again, it's about projecting strength. He is selling strength, and he is projecting authority and confidence, which are two things that are necessary but not sufficient for a winning candidate.